Hello, everybody, and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Saturday, only here on YouTube. We'll be joining Oldies and More Radio beginning at midnight tonight. I want to thank you for joining me for this May 11th, 2024 50s and early 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. I'm supposed to be here at 9 o'clock, but what happened is I got back late last night, and I was too tired to pull 45's. I was talking to Charlene. I said, Charlene, I got some pulled, but I can't stay awake anymore. It was late getting back from New Jersey, so I had to go to sleep. And I did get up early today, but I was looking for one record from 1952, and I know I had it because I cleaned it not too long ago, and it's on red vinyl, and I couldn't find it, and I'm really not happy about that. So I apologize. There were a few requests I couldn't find because they were in the boxes that needed to be cleaned, but my records that I cleaned, I need to file. So tomorrow, before I start to pull out the 78s, I'm going to file. I think I have about 27 boxes. You know those white boxes of 45's? I have 27 of them that have to go back on the wall. And some of them have to be shuffled together. So that's going to take me, and tomorrow's Mother's Day. And I think my brother and my sister-in-law are going to be here. A couple people were here today. But so it's going to be difficult, but I'm going to try it. But anyway, enough of my babbling here. Let's get to the program here. And we opened up with a request, instrumental request, for listener Big Dave Swinger, who is in our YouTube chat room tonight. This organist, band leader from Philadelphia, first recorded back in 1953 for the Gotham label. Then I think he had recordings on Kaiser in 56. This one was on the OK label from March 57. His first of three, a song he wrote, band leader Doc Bagby. Doc Bagby and his orchestra on the OK record label with a song called Joyride from March 57. We'll send that one out to Big Swinger here, but let's just get it off here because I got a lot of requests to fill tonight. I had to cut some down because I didn't want to have too many. So we're going to open up with a flip side request from last week. I featured the Valentines for listener Edmund Williams, their 6th of 7 on George Golner's Rama record label called Nature's Creation. Jimmy Amato, and I think even Edmund also likes the flip side of this too, and many people do because I do too, and it's a great opener here. It's with Jimmy Wright in the orchestra. It features Richard Barrett on lead by request for Jimmy Amato, September 56th, the Valentines, on the Red Rama label. It's called My Story of Love. Boom, 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 boom. Bada, 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 boom, bada, 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 bada.
Well, I've got a girl that I love so, and I'll never let her go. So come here and listen to my story of love. I met her in a picture show and walked her home. Well, now boy, come and listen to my story of love. I walked her to her front door and then I kissed goodnight. I kissed her in the moonlight and oh, what a wonderful sight. cold night. I asked her would she marry me. She said she'd be my wife. Oh, happy, happy, happy me.
Johnny G can't get caught here. We can't do that early in the show. There you go. What a great tune there by Richard Barrett and the Valentines on George Goldner's Rama record label. That's by request for Jimmy Amato, September 1956. Richard Barrett and the Valentines with My Story of Love. As you know, we count down the music chronologically here on the 50s and early 60s edition. And we're going to start it off here with an early side from 1951, and this is a B-side for this group from Durham, North Carolina. It's a request for listener Gordy Freeman. This is their second release on Bess Berman's Apollo record label. The side that the side that I often feature here is a tune called My Reverie, but let's play the flip side here as requested by Gordy Freeman. It features the great Eugene Mumford on lead. Let's go to May of 1951. This is the flip side of My Reverie on the Apollo label. Comes on cool-looking red vinyl. The Larks on Apollo with Let's Say a Prayer. This is for Gordy.
Let's say a prayer in the morning for our neighbor next door, and then in the evening we could smile like before. What's the use of worrying when our day's work is done? Come on, stop that worrying, and let's shout our praises up to the sun. So let's say a prayer in the morning that our future may be bright, and then in the evening before we say good night.
As by request for Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat, and that's the sound of Eugene Mumford and the Larks from May 1951 on Bess Berman's Apollo record label. Let's say a prayer. I apologize for the scratches on that 45, but listen, that record to get in its original format is very difficult. And I was surprised when Greg Surig brought it up to me so many years ago. He upgraded his copy and he sold me that copy. And I've never seen another copy, really, have not. So that's a hard record to find. There it is, and that's for Gordy Freeman. Let's continue here. Move into 1953 now with a request for listener Chris Reed. We go to Sid Nathan's King record label for this one. This group was an offshoot of the Dominoes. After Charles White and eventually Bill Brown left the Dominoes, they got together to form the Checkers. And the result were 10 releases on the King record label. And Chris requested their fifth release with the bass lead, Bill Brown on lead. I love this tune here from October 53. Let's give a listen to the Checkers on the King label. This is for Chris Reed. It's called You Never Had It So Good.
Yes, I took you by the face and then I put you in a flat. I bought you everything to go along with that. But let me get you told, cause you made me mad. Cause you go around bragging about what you had. You never had it so good.
You never had it so good.
Yes, you never had it so good.
You never had it so good.
You know, baby, you never had it so good. You don't bring a shipboard in the rain, sparking and riding on the gravy train. You got clothes to wear, shoes on your feet. Everybody knows you're living on the easy street. You never had it so good.
You never had it so good.
Yes, you never had it so good.
You never had it so good.
You know, baby, you never had it so good. Met you were dumb as you can be. Everything you know you're learning from me. How to write your name, cause you never went to school. Now you got the nerve to call me a fool. You never had it so good.
You never had it so good.
Yes, you never had it so good.
You never had it so good.
You know, baby, you never had it so good. The clothes you used to wear was an awful sight. Or either too tight. I dress you all up with my hard-earned pay. Now you wanna leave me and go away. You never had it so good.
You never had it so good.
Yes, you never had it so good.
You never had it so good.
You know, baby, you never had it so good.
No, you never had it so good.
Yeah, you never had it so good. Tuning into the Vinyl Treasure Show with your host, Johnny G. We're here on a Saturday evening. This is the third show of the week. If anybody's new to the program, tuned in on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell to get notification. You've got to be signed into YouTube, though. That's the way it goes. Also, give me a thumbs up if you enjoy what you're hearing. That's a great tune there, as requested by Chris Reed, October 1953. That's Bill Brown, the bass lead, with the Checkers on Sid Nathan's King record label, their fifth. It's called You Never Had It So Good. As we continue here in the year 1953, and we go to Charlotte, North Carolina now. Fill a request for listener Bill Obe, who did a fantastic second gospel show just last Thursday afternoon. It's up on the archive there, so you please check it out. There's some nice comments that people made about the program there. So if you do have a comment that you'd like to say to Bill, please put that there on the website. You can just go in. You got to be signed into YouTube, though, to do that. It was a very successful show. I was happy Bill was here, and he will be back for a number 3. I told him to start working on a number 3 show. He'll never run out of gospel records, that is for sure. So thank you, Bill, for doing that. And it is on the archive. You also, if you missed his first show on October 16th, I think, of 2023. It's there on the archive also. Just call up all videos. I think it's under all videos or live videos. I don't know what YouTube does with these streams here. I really don't. But this is a request for Bill O. This group from Charlotte, North Carolina, began recording back in 1945 with the Decca Folks. They signed with Capitol Records in 1951. They would have 33 releases on the Capitol record label. Their biggest hit, I think their biggest national hit, was a song called I Get So Lonely. But Bill requested their 21st release, and it's a cover tune. This was first done by the Frankie Carl Orchestra with, I think, Charlene's putting a lot of info here, back in 1948 with a vocal chorus by Greg Lawrence on the Columbia record label. Let's go to this version from November of 1953. These are the Four Nights. The Four Nights. Also, she says that Ella Fitzgerald did this too, by the way, in 1949. But this is 1953. Gene Alford on lead. The Four Nights on Capitol for Bill Obe. It's called I Couldn't Stay Away From You. The Four Nights.
We quarreled and said it's all off. Then we agreed to call off everything we had planned for two. I told myself I'd never come back, but I couldn't stay away from you. I started to feel so lonely, waited for you to phone me, just as you always used to do. And sitting by the phone, I knew, dear, that I couldn't stay away from you. Somewhere a radio was playing our favorite song. It sounded as though the tune kept saying, go back into her arms where you belong. So I gave up pretending, oh, what a happy ending, when you confessed you missed me too. And now we'll always be together. I just couldn't stay away from you.
As by request for listener Bill O, the great sound of the Four Nights there, November 1953 on the Capitol record label. I Couldn't Stay Away From You is the name of the tune. Johnny G can't stay away from these 45's. Hope you're digging on the tunes here as we continue. And we are in the year 1953. Let's fill a request for listener Mike Sape in Connecticut. He's in our YouTube chat room. He wants to send this tune out to Jimmy Amato, Frank Gingaro, and Joe Shacatano, who is under the weather this evening, but he is tuned into the program here as we go to Harlem, New York for this group. And Their debut single came out on Bobby Robinson's Robin record label, a song called Where Are You? But then after Robin, when Red Robin, they would sign with Bobby Weinstock's Prestige label for 2 releases. This is their first. This is with Tico Wilshire and his band. The lead singer on this side is Bobby Williams from January 1953. Let's give a listen to The Mellow Moods. The Mellow Moods on Prestige. By request for Mike Sape. He wants to send that one out to Frank Gingaro, Joe Shacatano, and Jimmy Amato. It's called I Tried and Tried and Tried.
Satisfy your soul. How come you don't want me no more? The more you played and played, I just stayed and stayed and stayed, all waiting for your call. How come you don't call me no more? Tell me, pretty baby, just what I have to do to make you need me as much as I need you. Yes, I hope that prayed and prayed that I would see the day when you would be my own, 'cause I'm tired of being alone. Much as I need you. Well, I hope that prayed and prayed that I would see the day when you would be my own, 'cause I'm tired of being alone. How come you don't want me no more?
Yeah, those are the Mellow Moods. The Mellow Moods on the Prestige record label. That's Bobby Williams on lead there. January 1953. I Tried and Tried and Tried. And that was their, what did I say? That was their first release on Prestige by request for listener Mike Sape, sending it out to Jimmy Amato, Joe Shacatano, and Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. Let's move into 1954 now. We fill a request for Bill Schmaltz in our YouTube chat room as we go back to Philadelphia here. And this is their first of 3 on Ivan Ballam's Gotham record label. Actually, I think this is the B-side of the record there. Yeah, God Only Knows is the flip side of this. But this is a cover of the Dominoes tune that they did in 1952 on the Federal label. This tune written by Rose Marks and Billy Ward. They do a nice rendition of this. It features 14-year-old Renee Hinton on lead. Let's go to September of 1954. By request for Bill Schmaltz, the Capris. The Capris on the Gotham label, and their rendition of the tune, That's What You're Doing to Me, for Bill.
Thrill deep down in my soul. Ooh, pretty baby, to me. Wah, ba, ba, wah, 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 ba, ba, wah, ba, wah, wah, ba, 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 wah, ba, wah, wah, ba, ba, wah, ba, wah, wah, ba, ba, wah, ba, wah,
Lord, won't you tell me why I love that woman so? She doesn't want me, but I never said let him go one round, one wrong. I want real deep down in my soul.
Oh, pretty baby, can't you see? That's what you're doing to me. That's what you're doing to me.
Johnny G. Johnny G almost gets caught here. Yes, I do. There you go. Those are the sound of the the Capris out of Philadelphia there. With we lost my place here. Where's my play? There you go. Renee hitting on lead. 14-year-old Renee hitting on lead there. And that's by request for Bill Schmaltz in our YouTube chat room. September 1954, the Capris on the Gotham label. That's what you're doing to me. The flip side of God Only Knows. And it's kind of like my label's a little bit messed up. It plays okay. I bought that from The Count, wheeling and dealing from The Count, the blue label. First I had it on the yellow label, which is actually the third press. I think the second press of this is on the shiny red, is the second way to get it, but the blue is the first way here. Johnny G babbling on here for a Saturday evening. Hope you're digging on the tunes here. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you do, you should get an email if you click that bell when I go live. And this is our big Saturday night get-together. Lots of requests to fill. I apologize for being late. Again, I usually pull records on Friday evening, and I didn't. I had to wait till today, and one of them I had to look for, and I was upset I couldn't find it. But anyway, we continue here. Let's move into 1954 now. Fill a request for listener Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room, and this group also recording for Bobby and Danny Robinson's Red Robin Records out of New York City. They had two on the label. This is their second. The group members were Albert Evans, Robert Evans, Leroy Henderson, Fred Holmes, and Jerome Patterson. Collectively, they were known as the Tops with two P's. This is from 1954. This is for Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. The Tops on Red Robin. It's called I've Got a Feeling.
I've got a feeling, a funny feeling. I've got a feeling that keeps me reeling. I want you madly, I need you badly. I wanna hold you and get to know you. I've got a feeling I'm in love with you. You're so exciting, I wanna squeeze you. You're so inviting, I wanna please you. Your kiss is sweeter than sugar, honey. I'd gladly give you all of my money. I've got a feeling I'm in love with you. Fence in the fire, don't you run away. You're my desire, let me have my way. Give pretty baby, I'm the one for you. Hug me, kiss me, please don't resist me. I've got a feeling that you can thrill me. I've got a feeling you never chill me. To have you near me is all I scream for. To love you dearly is what I dream for. I've got got a feeling that you can thrill me. I've got a feeling you never chill me. To have you near me is all I scheme for. To love you dearly is what I dream for. I've got a feeling I'm in love with you. I've got a feeling I'm in love with you. I've got a
Sound of the Tops here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, 1954. It's by request for listener Frank Chingaro. The Tops on Red Robin. I've Got a Feeling is the name of the tune. I have another one. The other one, what's it called? Tippin', I think it's called. And there you go. That request for Frank Chingaro. Frank Chingaro is the co-host along with Gordon Skagberg of the R&B, a Rhythm and Blues Serenade, and that's on WRHU 88.7 FM, live streaming at WRHU.org. It's on Sunday afternoon beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 till 5. They will not be on tomorrow because of Mother's Day. They'll be back the next Sunday, the following Sunday they'll be back. And I think on the next, actually, it's next Sunday, not this coming Sunday, next Sunday, they'll have a special guest collector. Frank Cassie will be there to play his 45. So that is not this week. That'll be the 19th. That'll be the 19th on the R&B Serenade. The special guest, Frank Cassie, with Frank and Gordon. Johnny G here on a Saturday as we continue here. We move into 1955 now with a request for Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joe Smith, in our YouTube chat room. This was the second biggest hit. This was the second biggest hit for this group from New Orleans. Their first was their debut single, I guess R&B hit, called I Didn't Want to Do It. This, which was their ninth, wait a minute. Wait a minute, that didn't make sense. I Didn't Want to Do It was their second release. No, wait a minute. Charlene, what's that say? Their ninth was their second. Okay. This is their ninth release. That makes sense. This features Chuck Carbo on lead. This charted number 4 on KLCN in Blytheville, Arkansas. This is from September 55. These are the Spiders. Chuck Carbo and the Spiders on the Imperial label for Oldies Fan. It's called Witchcraft.
Please stop it now. You know I can't take it, please stop it now. My head is spinning, her spell's on me now. Let me forget her, don't mention her name. You know it brings back that old burning flame. It hurts to know that she don't feel the same. My head is spinning, going round and round. My head is spinning, going round and round. Well, witchcraft got me to keep going down and down. alone. My one desire is to try not to cry. She might come back one day by and by. My head is spinning, going round and round. My head is spinning, going round and round. Well, witchcraft got me to keep going down and down.
As by request for Oldies fan in our YouTube chat, those are the Spiders. As Chuck Carbo on lead, September 55, the Spiders on Imperial with their tune called Witchcraft. They were a very big group, R&B group that was very successful for the Imperial record label. That comes, I have that on blue, which is not the first. I think the shiny red is the first press on that, then blue is second. I may be wrong, but that just plays a tad better than my blue copy. That's why I featured that. Anyway, let's stay in 1955. We fill a request for John Engstrom. I almost did not play this, John, because this record is not in great shape. I thought I had a decent copy of this, but I don't. Maybe I do. I still might have it in a box down in the no humidity basement. But but I found it for practically nothing. What do you expect? When I was first started collecting, I used to scour the flea markets and garage sales for records, and for a promo to be this destroyed, I don't know what happened to it, but something happened to it. And I took the toothbrush and the Dawn dishwashing soap to this one too to try to clean it up. But it has like a little bit of a lift, or there was a lift on it. Maybe somebody tried to fix it. And it kind of like in the beginning, it's a little bit noisy, so it's kind of distracting. But usually don't like to feature records unless they're ultra rare in that condition. But this singer is from the Fordham section of the Bronx, New York. Started singing in 1952 as, well, let's see. It started singing in 1952 with the Ray Allen Trio, and they had a couple of releases on the King label, and this is their third release that John requested. Now the members were Ray Allen Albanese, he's the lead on this, Frank Ray, he's the bass, and Harold Fierstein Stone is on piano. And, well, I didn't know this, Charlene. They also recorded as the Gumdrops, because I have releases by the Gumdrops on the King label. But anyway, this is from January 55, the Ray Allen Trio. This is for John Engstrom on King Records and their rendition of the tune. This is an old, I don't think this is the first, this is an old tune, I think. It's called I Miss You So. Yeah. I Miss You So. That was the Ivory Joe Hunter tune, I think, originally. Here you go. The Ray Allen Trio for John Engstrom.
Do, 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 do. Those happy hours I spent with you, that lovely afterglow, most of all, I miss you so. Your sweet caresses, each rendezvous, your voice so soft and low, most of all, I miss you so. More than you know, you once filled my heart with no regrets, no fears. Now you find my heart filled to the top with tears. I'll always love you and want you to. How much you'll never know. Most of all, I miss you so. You once filled my heart with desires. No fears, Now you find my heart filled to the top with tears. I'll always love you and want you to. How much you'll never know. Most of all, I miss you so.
See, I apologize for that scratch in that record. I tried to get it out. I couldn't get it out. So, unfortunately, I missed. That's the way it is. But anyway, there you go. That is for John Engstrom there. That is the Ray Allen Trio. Ray Allen Trio from January 55 on the King record label, Sid Nathan's King Records. That is their third release on the King label. But, Charlene, we have to check because, well, that's the 1-5 series. Okay, yeah. But anyway. Okay, there you go. I Miss You So. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And we are in the year 1955. Let's fill a request for listener James Stone. I don't know if you're listening, James, but you were in the chat room last week. And we go back to Philadelphia for this group, and not much is known about this group, but I'm sure many of you have this. I played this really maybe not too long ago, but not on Jerry Blaine's Josie label. It first came out on the Jendy label. I'm not going to say that name. On the Jendy label. Jenny Dougherty, Daugherty. Jendy Records, and it's better fidelity, although this has a couple pops in it, but was pressed by RCA Records. But here are the 5 notes with the Hamiltones, probably the instrumental group here from 1955. As I mentioned, this is also on the Josie label, but this is on the Jendy label, the first way, for listener James Stone. The 5 notes with You Are So Beautiful.
You are so beautiful. You are a dream divine. But there's a danger sign. I can see deep within. Said you are beautiful, and I am such a fool. You simply make the rule. How can I ever win? I know I am a dreamer. To think you would give in. Oh, helpless wishful dreamer, who knew long ago this should not have been. But you're so beautiful. And when you touch my hand, I'm in a wonderland, back in the same old spin. I know I am a dreamer. To think you would give in. Oh, helpless wishful dreamer, who knew long ago this should not have been. But you're so beautiful, and when you touch my hand, I'm in a wonderland, back in the same old space.
There you go. know, by request for James Stone in our YouTube chat. That's a great sound there by the Five Notes. The Five Notes from 1955 on the Gen D record label. You Are So Beautiful is the name of the tune. You can also get it on the Josie label. The 78s play great, by the way, on that Josie 78. But anyway, we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show in 1955. And fill a request again for Oldies fan. This time, this gal, her real name, Dolores Evans Williams, but you know her as Laverne Baker. And here she is with her group called The Gliders, who are really the Q's backing her up on this. And this was a big hit for her, a big number 3 R&B hit for her on the Atlantic record label, written by Winfield Scott. Her fourth of 33 on the Atlantic label. She was on Atlantic between 1953 and 1965. And this is from April 55 for Oldies fan in our YouTube chat room. Laverne Baker and the Gliders on Atlantic. It's called Bop Ting-a-Ling. This is for Oldies fan.
Pop ting-a-ling, you handsome thing. I like to get next to you. Do what diddy, you walk so pretty. You thrill me through and through. Ring dang doozy, you got me woozy. You look so heavenly. Great day in the morning, I'm giving you warning. You better watch out for me. Great day in the morning. Great day in the morning, man. Great day in the morning. Oh, baby, take me by the hand. Great day in the morning. Great day in the morning, man. Great day in the morning. Pop ting-a-ling, I feel so grand. Ting-a-ling, you handsome thing. I like to next to you. Do what diddy, you walk so pretty. You thrill me through and through. Ring ding dilly, you got me silly. My heart won't let me be. Great day in the morning, I'm giving you warning. You better watch out for me. Great day in the morning. Great day in the morning, man. Great day in the morning. Oh, baby, take me by the hand. Great day in the morning. Great day in the morning, man. Great day in the morning. Pop ting-a-ling, I feel so grand. Ting-a-ling, you handsome thing. I like to next to you. Do what diddy, you walk so pretty. You thrill me through and through. Ring ding dilly, you got me silly. My heart won't let me be. Great day in the morning, I'm giving you warning. You better watch out for me. Great day in the morning. 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 Great day in the
April 1955 release there for Laverne Baker and the Gliders on the Atlantic record label. That's for Oldies fan in our YouTube chat room. Bop Ting-a-Ling is the name of the tune. Between Ruth Brown and Laverne Baker, Atlantic really had the female R&B singers covered mainly. They sold a lot of records back in the 1950s there. It was unfortunate that we lost Laverne Baker on March 10th of 1997. She was 67 years old. She passed away from heart disease, but we remember her here on the Vinyl Treasures show. Let's continue here with a flip side from last week. Featured Eloise Brooks and the Dreamers on Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin Records, a rare 45, a song called My Plea from October 55, and let's play the flip side here for Steve in Arizona. This is not an easy record to find on the Aladdin label, and this is Eloise Brooks and the Dreamers, and this is supposedly the same Dreamers group that backed up Richard Berry and also backed up Etta James. Here, it's called Charles, My Darling. This is for Steve in Arizona. October 1955 release there for Eloise Brooks and the Dreamers. That's on the Aladdin record label. Very rare 45 on Aladdin. Charles, My Darling. This is a song she wrote. She wrote that tune. Eloise Brooks on lead with the Dreamers. That's going out to Steve in Arizona. As we continue, we remain in 1955. We fill a request for listener Edmund Williams. Now, he wants to send this song out to all the mothers for Mother's Day. Now, I asked my mother, I says, because I usually play Dear Mother by the Hurricanes, But Gordon played that on the R&B Serenade. That doesn't mean that I couldn't play it too. But I really was so behind today, so I was trying to think of a song that, and I asked her, I said, is there any special record I can play for you for Mother's Day? So this is going to have to do, this is the, but believe me, I have a lot of records that I probably could feature for my mother for Mother's Day. And I just was thinking, but I usually play Dear Mother by the Hurricanes because I really like that record. I do. But anyway, this is probably the easiest. We heard from this group earlier in the program, the Larks, that is, on Apollo. But this is probably the easiest one of the Larks to find if you are a collector of this music. And this was their last release on Bess Berman's Apollo record label, a tune written by Julius Dixon and Sol Winkler. And so this, well, I think they're all singing together. Charlene has Gene Mumford on lead here, but I thought when I played the beginning of this, they were all singing on this. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't heard this in such a long time. From June of 1955, by request for Edmund Williams. He wants to send this one out to all the mothers for Mother's Day. I'll send it out especially to my mom. The Larks on Apollo. It's called No Mama No. The Larks.
Mama, she treats me mean and I ain't coming home. Mama, she treats me mean and I ain't coming home. Mama, she treats me mean and I ain't coming home. No, 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 mama, no, I ain't coming. 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 I ain't coming home.
Well, you wonder why I left you. Took myself a walk. I got tired of listening to all that foolish talk. When it comes to nagging, they ought to name you queen. You've got the biggest loudmouth that I have ever seen.
No, 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 mama, no, I ain't coming. No, mama, no, I ain't coming. No, mama, no, I ain't coming. I ain't coming home.
Dear, when you say I love you, I know that it's no lie. That's what you say to every other guy. You say I took your money and had myself a spree. Who gave you all that money? You know it wasn't me. No, no.
I ain't coming home. I ain't coming home. I ain't coming home. I ain't coming home. No, mama, no. No, mama, no, mama, no, no. I ain't coming home. You treat me wrong.
There you go, by request for listener Edmund Williams. Wants to send that one out to all the moms out there for Mother's Day, and I want to send it out as well. All right, I'll send it out to my mom too. There you go. Those are the Larks there, June 1955. That's their final release on Bess Berman's Apollo record label. No Mama No is the name of the tune. Let's stay in 1955 here. This is the last one from 1955. This is a request for listener Chris Reed. Now, this group, they're called the Four Students. Now, according to the company files, that being Groove Records, a subsidiary of RCA, this group recorded as 5 members, not 4 members. They were Ollie Jones, Abel DaCosta, Robbie Kirk, Edward Barnes, and Curly Williams. And this is their their only release as the 4 Students, as they're not backing up anyone, which they usually are backing up Lil McKenzie, Piano Red, Zilla Mays, Sue Allen, Big John Greer, Veretta Dillard, Tommy Brown, Charles Calhoun, and Ebbett Hobson, all on the Groove label. But anyway, but this group, as I mentioned, we heard them earlier, they're recorded as the Q's, a.k.a. the Gliders, backing up Laverne Baker. But this is from June 55, The 4 Students, by request for Chris Reed. It's on Groove Records. It's called So Near and Yet So Far. This is for Chris Reed.
So near and yet so far is your love for me. When I hold you in my arms, I can see you don't love me. I pray each night, my darling, that someday you'll love me too. 'Cause so near and yet so far is the love I want from you.
So near and so far is your love for me.
When I hold you in my arms, I can see you don't love me.
I pray each night that someday you'll love me too.
Oh, so near and yet so far is the love I want from you. I pray each night, my darling, that someday you'll love me too. 'Cause so near and yet so far is the love I want from you.
Yeah, those are the 4 Students. They're usually backing up someone, but they're not backing up anyone. That is them singing there on that tune from June 1955. It's on the Groove record label, subsidiary of RCA. That's for Chris Reed. So Near and Yet So Far. Let's continue here. We move into 1956 now with a request for listener Jim Lampley in Texas. Now, after Lieber and Stoller sold their Spark Masters to Atlantic Records, this group did not want to relocate to New York, or I should say part of the group did not want to relocate to New York, and they signed with concert promoter DJ Gene Norman, and he had a new label at the time. It was, instead of GMP Crescendo, he had another label called Whippet Records, and they had 7 releases on the Whippet record label. Now, Jim requested their second. This was, well, I normally play the flip side of this, which is called Hurt Me, which I really like, but this is the follow-up to Cherry Lips. This might have been the A side of the 45, if I'm not mistaken. This is from June of 56. By request for Jim Lampley in Texas. These are the Robins, their second release on the Whip It label. It's called Merry Go Rock for Jim in Texas.
Right this way, we're gonna rock with the merry-go-rock.
We're gonna rock with the merry-go-rock. We're gonna rock with the merry-go-rock. We're gonna rock with the merry-go-rock. We're gonna rock with the merry-go-rock. We're gonna get all the kids in the block and rock with the merry-go-rock. Now the merry-go-rock is the craziest thing. The music's hot and the horses swing. Got an out beat for a carousel. You should hear all the cash yell. We're gonna rock with the merry-go-rock. 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 We're gonna get all the kids in the block and rock with the merry-go-rock. Come along with me and we'll have a play. For every kiss you get a big brass ring. Hope you got enough cause to love you so. We're gonna rock the whole day long. We're gonna rock with the merry-go-rock. 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 We're gonna get all the kids in the block and rock with the merry-go-rock. We're gonna rock, yeah, rock with the merry-go-rock. With the merry-go-rock, we're gonna rock with the merry-go-rock. We're gonna rock with the merry-go-rock. We're gonna rock with the merry-go-rock. We're gonna get all the kids in the block and rock with the merry-go-rock. We're gonna rock, rock, rock. Everybody's 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 gonna rock with the merry-go-rock.
There you go. That's going out to Chris Reed, the sound of the... Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. Oh, that's going out to Jim Lampley. Johnny G losing his mind here on a Saturday evening. There you go, the sound of the Robins. That's their follow-up to Cherry Lips, song entitled Merry Go Rock. That's their second release on the Whip It label from June 1956. The flip side I like, called Hurt Me. Excellent record that they do, that ballad on the flip. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show as we stay out in California with this request for Jimmy Amato. Wants to send this one out to Mike Sape in Connecticut. This group formed while attending Cathedral High School in Los Angeles, California. Their first release came out back in 1954 on the Modern label. Then they signed with Jake Porter's Combo record label. Their biggest hit was their first release for Combo called Strange Love. But let's give a listen to their third release. This is actually a B-side. The A-side I think was called Laughing Love, but this was the B-side. The majority of the leads were by Fred Romaine, but this is the only song that George LeBrun did lead on. This is from March of 1956. Let's give a listen to the Native Boys. The Native Boys on the Combo label. By request for Jimmy Amato. Wants to send this one out to Mike Sape in our YouTube chat room. The Nature Boys with Valley of Lovers.
Valley, 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 valley of lovers.
just you and me. There is no heartache, no teardrop shed. Believe me, darling, we will be wed. There is no sorrow, there is no pain. Believe me, darling, his love will play. There will be beauty all around you there. Voices of angels will fill the air. Valley of lovers, that's where I want to be. Valley of lovers, just you and me. Valley of angels, lovers and all. Follow me, darling, he'll hear my call. Boom, boom, wow. Boom, 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 wow. Valley of lovers.
That's a nice sound there by the Native Boys on the Combo record label. That's by request for Jimmy Amato. Wants to send it out to Mike Sapin, our YouTube chat room. March 56, their third release on the Combo label. Valley of Lovers is the name of that one. We remain in 1956, and this is a request for UK listener Indrajit Advani. He wants to send this one out to Big Dave Swinger and Timothy in our YouTube chat room. For this singer formed his own gospel group in Austin, Texas, singing in churches. Then he joined the Kansas City Gospel Singers, then moving over to Los Angeles, California, shining shoes in the Watts neighborhood, where he was discovered singing by his customer, and this customer was Dootsy Williams, who signed him to his Dutone record label in 1954. But he had two releases for Dootsy Williams' Authentic label, was a subsidiary of Dutone Records. This is his first from December 56. What does it say here? Oh, this was re-released on, okay. This is the first press. This was supposedly re-released in 1958 on Duto. But anyway, this is December 56. This is by request for Indrajit Advani. This is going out to Timothy and to Big Dave Swinger in our chat room. It's by Willie Hedden and the Five Birds on the Authentic label. It's called I Wanna Know.
I wanna know, yes I wanna know, I wanna know, darling, why did you have to go and leave me here by myself? Oh, I'm used to you, baby, don't want nobody. Don't you leave me, I don't leave me standing. Well, I need you, oh, yes I do now. By my side, I'm heartsick, baby, like an only close my eyes. Oh, don't you leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me standing all alone. Oh, I need, yes I do now. By my side, I'm homesick, baby, I can only close my eyes. I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, gonna ask you this time, gonna ask you no more. Come over, and hold my hand. Oh, why you do, I just can't understand. Oh yeah. I just can't understand. Why do I just can't understand. Why do
That had a gospel feel to it. I agree with you, Mike, with a secular words. You can say that. But there you go. That's Willie Hedden and the Five Birds by request for Indrajit Advani in the UK, sending it out to Big Dave and also to Timothy, December 56 on the Authentic record label. It's called I Wanna Know. Johnny G wants to know what you think about the Vinyl Treasure Show. You can email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. It's also the request line here, so you can send me your requests. I'm back on Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. for the All Soul Show, so if you have some, don't ask me for some ultra rare like rare $4,000, $5,000 soul records. I have some, but I don't have a lot. But you can email me. If I have the record, I'll play it, or maybe I'll seek it out too. But that's for the Wednesday night show, the Soul Show. But then on Thursday, I think I'll be reverting back to 78s. I can't tell you. People that I bump into, they're saying, Johnny G, you got to continue with the 78s. So we're going to continue with that. The majority of the people, I know some people, they like different styles of music, but the majority of what I've been seeing overwhelmingly like the 78s. But I'll play some of the mid-50s 78s that many of you are familiar with. But it's good to hear some of the early sounds and how this music kind of progressed through the years. And that's why I play the records by year here. I don't like to play a 1964 record right away. Just, I don't know, you can do it. A lot of the shows do it, but I want to be unique. Like the Uniques. But anyway, let's continue here, and then we do the big Saturday night show here. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for all your requests. I apologize if I did not get to your requests. Some I'm looking for, and some I had to just cut down because plus I was late. So anyway, we don't want to be here too long. Time to go to bed. Mother's Day tomorrow, as we continue here. And we stay in the year 1956. Let's go to Chicago to Leonard Allen's States record label. I really like this song, I do, and it's a request for listener Chris Reed. This is their fourth release on the States record label. It features Dallas Taylor on lead, and actually this is my second favorite. I don't know, it's a toss-up. May God Be With You is another favorite of mine by this group, but this is from September 56, the fourth release for the Dandeliers on the States record label. This is for Chris Reed. It's called My Love.
Oh
Sound of Chicago here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, by request for Chris Reed. Those are the Dandeliers. Dallas Taylor on lead. The Dandeliers from September 56. That's their fourth release on the States record label. Song entitled My Love. I think that's my second. I like May God Be With You is my favorite Dandeliers record. Johnny G here on a Saturday. If you're new to the program, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell so you get notifications when Johnny G goes live, and also give me a thumbs up if you dig what I am doing here, as this is really the only time I get to listen to my records, and it is an enjoyable 3 hours for me, if not longer. Hopefully it is for you. Let's fill a request now for Mike Sape in Connecticut. He wants to send this one out to Lenny G and Rob B in our YouTube chat room. We go to Roxbury, Massachusetts. This group, wait a minute, what do we have here? We go to Cecil Steen's Pilgrim label out of Boston, Massachusetts. And this is from September 55. Charlene, that's for the flip side of this record. But let's give a listen to the G-Clefs. The G-Clefs on the Pilgrim record label by request from Mike Sape. This is for Lenny G and Rob B. It features it features Ray Gibson on lead. Please Write While I'm Away, the G-Clefs.
Oh, my darling, please write while I'm away. I live for your letter. Please send them every day. I return, dear, always love me and be faithful and so true. My darling, my loved one, I live to hear from you. Oh, my sweet one, send your love each day, and seal in your kisses, and send them on the way. I live for the moment when I will have you in my arms and hold you tight. But till that sweet moment, please write me day and night.
And while I'm gone, dear, please remember to be true. And don't give your kisses to someone that's new.
I live for the moment when I will hold you and you're in my arms to stay. But till that sweet moment, please write while I'm away.
There you go. Those are the G-Clefs there. Ray Gibson on lead. The G-Clefs. That's the flip side of Cause You're Mine. That's what I wanted to say. Then September 56, the G Clefs on Pilgrim by request from Mike Sape in Connecticut, sending it out to Rob B. and Lenny G in our chat room. Please Write While I'm Away is the name of the tune. Of course, their biggest hit would be in 1961 on the Terrace label. A song that it was just okay for me, a song called I Understand. But anyway, we continue here. We are one more, was it one more 1950? Boy, we're going back to Philadelphia now with this request for listener Bill Olb. And this is their second of 6 they did on the Atco record label. This tune written by Billy Dawn Smith and William Henry Miller. It features Yvonne Mills on lead. We go to March of 56. A request for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey. The Sensations, Yvonne Mills on lead on Atco Records. It's called Please, Mr. Disc Jockey.
Do 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 do.
Please, Mr. Disc Jockey, tell him I love him for me.
Tell him for me.
I sent him a letter and I called his home. There was no answer by mail or by phone. Please, Mr. Disc Jockey, tell him I love him for me.
For me.
Well, I love him so madly, words can't express how much or how badly he's my happiness. Please, Mr. Disc Jockey, tell him I love him for me. No sleep at all, thinking of my dear, wishing that these words could get to his ear. I wrote a postcard, sent to your station, asking you please, please play my dedication. I need my darling, please ask him to be faithful and true only to me. He doesn't believe me, please will you tell him for me? Please, Mr. Disc Jockey, tell him I love him for me. For me.
As going out to listener Bill Olb in New Jersey, The Sound of the Sensations. That's their second release on the Atco record label, Please Mr. Disc Jockey, from March 1956. And Yvonne Mills on lead, of course. The Miller sisters actually covered this song in 1960 on the Miller label. I have that 45. Of course, Bill Olb did a great job on the Thursday afternoon show, that all gospel show. His second show that is up on the archive. If you go to my YouTube wall Big Dave Swinger says if you go into YouTube and you just Google Bill Olb, you'll get those two archive shows. So it was a smashing success, and Bill will be back with a number 3 show. We're going to keep tabs on that, and we'll let you know when we're going to do that. Johnny G here on a Saturday. As we count down the music chronologically here, we have one more in the year 1956, and this is a song I first heard on the Time Capsule Show when I was a teenager. I was in high school listening to the Time Capsule Show. I knew nothing about this music, but it is a flip side request from last week, as Daniel Kubacki requested the Turks on John Dolphin's Money Records out of Los Angeles, California, with I've Been Accused. And Jimmy Amato asked for the flip side, which this is actually the B-side of the 45, believe it or not. A tune written by Catherine Hodge, which must be Galen Hodge's wife, I would have to assume, unless he was using an alias. But anyway, this is from February of 56. I love this tune. The Turks on the Money label by request for Jimmy Amato. It's Galen Hodge on lead with the Ernie Freeman Orchestra. It's called I'm a Fool.
I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. Because I love you. I love you. Darling, I'm a fool. I can't stop loving you. My loved one, my angel, I love you right from the start. I'll never, never love anyone but you. You belong in my heart. You know I love you so. I want you to know I'll never let you go. Never let you go. My darling, my loved one, my angel. Yes, I love you right from the start. I'll never love anyone but you. You belong in my heart. You know I love you so. I want you to know I'll never let you go. Never let you go.
As going out to Jimmy Amato in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Turks. Galen Hodge and the Turks, February 1956. That's on the Money record label. It's called I'm a Fool. Johnny G is your Fool disc jockey for a Saturday evening. If you're new to the program, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not yet done so. Let's move into 1957 now with a request for listener Joe Shacatano, who's a little bit under the weather. He's not in the chat, but he's tuned into the program as we go to the Reverend Alfred Crichton Mason Jr.'s Mason label, which was out of Brooklyn, New York. I really don't know much about this group. They're called the Love Larks, and this is side 2, right? Side 2, which is the ballad. It's a great two-sided 45. The flip side is a great jump. But I think the lead singer might be the writer of this. His name is Robert Williams. That's my opinion, though. But let's go to 1957 now. These are the Love Larks by request for listener Joe Shacatano. The Love Larks on the Mason label. The sound quality was not the greatest when they recorded this in the studio. It's called More and More. going out to listener Joe Shacatano. That's the sound of the Love Larks. The Love Larks from 1957 on the Masons record label. It's called More and More. That's not an easy record to find. I found my first copy of that. Somebody wants to buy my other copy. And I don't know if he could afford it, but he wants it. But I ended up getting another copy really cheap. I found it at one of the first Allentown shows I went to many, many years ago. Somebody from Florida came up and he had the record. I bought it. It wasn't so expensive, but it wasn't as nice as, well, this one's okay. It could be cleaner, but it's hard to find the record anyway. But if you want that record now, maybe you can get it on, Val Shively put it out on his Fellatio record label. I think there are 2 releases on that label or something. I don't know. Val's always funny with the labels. He is. But anyway, as we continue here, let's go to Queens, New York now for this girl group. It's a request for listener Jim Lampley in Texas as we go to Jerry Winston's Onyx record label, as this group recorded for so many different labels through the years: Herald, Amber, Hull, Arena, Acme, and this one is on Onyx. They have others too, Roulette, I think Miller, other labels. This tune written by their father. His name is William Henry Miller. He's the father of these gals. It's with Sammy Lowe and the orchestra. Let's give a listen to the Miller Sisters, February 1957 on the Onyx label, by request for Jim Lampley in Texas. It's called Sugar Candy.
If you be my lover, I'll be your little girl. My kind of loving will keep you in the world. Let's get together, Bella. Please say you'll be mine, and I will love you, baby. Night and day, I will hold you so tight, I'll take your breath away. You get the heebie-jeebies when I kiss your lips. You thrill at the touch of my fingertips. Sugar candy, you're so sweet. I know all the girls will be jealous of me. Let's fall, baby, let's fall in love. Let's be, baby, let's be sweethearts. Let's get together now. Sugar candy, say you'll be mine. I'm saving my loving for no one but you. Let's get together, Bella. Please say you'll be mine, 'cause you're so sweet, I'll never let you go. You should be in a candy store. Tutti fruity kisses from your tasty lips. When you hold me tight and make my heart flip. Sugar candy, you're so sweet. That's why all the girls are jealous of me. Let's fall, baby, let's fall in love. Let's be, baby, let's be sweethearts. Let's get together now. Sugar candy, say you'll be mine. Sugar candy, please say you'll be mine.
They're called the Miller Sisters. That's by request for Jim Lampley in Texas, February 57 release. It's on the Onyx record label. That's a swinging tune with Sammy Lowe and his orchestra. It's called Sugar Candy. You know, when I was buying 45's, well, not this one particularly, because this isn't an easy record to find, but if I saw Sammy Lowe on the label, I would buy, or Tico Wilshire, I would buy the record automatically, no questions asked. I didn't have to even listen to it. I just bought the record. But anyway, let's continue here. And this one has, I think, Tico Wilshire on the label, but I knew this record too. I bought this, Greg Zurich brought this up when Louis Silvani was, his store was in Dobbs Ferry, New York, which was really close to where Johnny G lives. I used to go to that store every Saturday and see Glenn Fousel. That was his helper back then. He kind of set up all his computer and whatnot. And I would get there early, and he goes, "We got to come with me. I can't leave you in the store. We got to go to the post office. I have to mail all these records." So he would go, and I'd follow him. We'd go to the post office. He knew all the people there. He'd mail Louis' records. Then we'd go back, and then I had my gray Kreider book. And I would stand at the counter, and people would come in, and they'd say, I have some old records, and it would be the same story all the time. It was actually pretty cool. And I would read missing numbers in the Kreider book, because I'd go down in Federal. I say, well, do you have "I'll Cry When You're Gone" by the Platters? He goes, well, that's $2,000. I said, what? It's only in the book here for $1,000. Well, find a copy. That's what he would say to me all the time. So I'd kind of like back off if it wasn't close to that number. I was really strict, and I made mistakes. I made some big mistakes because I didn't know what records were obscure and which ones I should have taken. I didn't know that at the time, so I made some mistakes in my early collecting days. Not now. I try not to do it now, but I did back then. But anyway, I bought this a 45 from Greg. Actually, it was an upgrade for me. We go to the Bronx, New York, with this request for listener Ronnie Sherman. I have to say hi to Ronnie Sherman. This is on Andy Leonetti's Safari record label. It features 12-year-old Ralph Molina on lead. The group is called The Personalities. It's with Tico Wilshire and the orchestra. This is from September 1957 for Ronnie Sherman. The Personalities on Safari. It's called Yours to Command. That's going out to Ronnie Sherman, the sound of the Personalities. That's with 12-year-old Ralph Molina on lead, September 1957 on the Safari record label. Yours to Command. You are correct, Evan Blatt needs to have the giraffe on the label. If the block print, I think, might be a 1961 press, if I'm not mistaken. And I spoke to, I think it was around the time that I found out that Greg Surik passed away. Was it Greg? Yeah, it was Greg. Chris Farellis told me that the lead singer there, Ralph Molina, would become the drummer for Neil Young's band Crazy Horse. And the band also included members of a group that recorded for the Valiant label back in 1964, Danny and the Memories. And I think they do what? Can't Help Loving That Girl of Mine, I think they covered. But they were the backing band for Neil Young. There you go. Let's continue here. In 1957, fill a request for Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. Back out to the West Coast we go. This group from Los Angeles had so many great tunes. As the Sharps, and this one is on Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin label, written by Carl White, who was doing lead along with the bass of the group, who I think was Rocky Wilson. But this is from September 57. This is for Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. The Sharps on Aladdin. It's called What Will I Gain? For Daniel.
Oh, what will I gain? I gain. What will I gain? I gain.
If I own a star,
Oh, what will I gain?
what would I gain? If I had wings and more, I'd have nothing, nothing, nothing.
What will I gain?
Unless I had your love.
Oh, what will I gain?
What will
I gain.
if you want me right?
Oh, what will I gain?
What will I gain? All we do is fight. I'd have nothing, nothing, nothing.
What will I gain?
Wouldn't even have your love.
Nothing, nothing,
Nothing.
Nothing.
My poor heart is bleeding. Oh,
nothing,
nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
For your love's all I'm needing. And baby, don't you know every word I say is true. All I ever wanted was love from you.
Oh, what will I gain?
what will I gain?
Oh, what will I gain?
What will I gain? Nothing, nothing, nothing.
I wouldn't have your
Oh, baby, come on and tell me.
love. What will I gain?
What will I gain?
That's the great sound of the Sharps. Carl White and the Sharps from September 57. That's on Aladdin Records. What Will I Gain? That's by request for listener Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube channel. Of course, this group would later record as the Tenderfoots, the 45's, the Ebb Tides, the Twisters, and the Rivingtons, and probably a couple other groups there too. I remember winning that on the cheap, by the way, a long, long time ago in a John Tefteller auction. He used to have some, when he used to find some quantities of some of these records in mint condition. You can sometimes, he would list them like every month when he was putting an ad, I think in Gold Miner Discoveries, I think it was at the time. And not that I was bidding a lot of money at the time. I didn't have a lot of money back then. But I would bid, mail them. I didn't call them. I didn't. I for some reason I don't like phone-in auctions. I just don't, unless I was there. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't like them. But anyway, that's Johnny G. Let's continue here. Let's go to Brooklyn, New York for this girl group. This is a request. Thank you, Janet W., for your email. And I don't know if you're a new listener or not, but Janet W. emailed Johnny G at vinyltreasures at AOL.com, and she requested this 45 on George Gollner's G record label. These gals were attending New if I say this right, Utrecht, Utrecht, is that it? High school, and through one of their parents' contacts, they signed a deal with George Gollner's G record label. The result was this 45. It features Dorothy Pasqualini on lead. So we're going to send this one out to Janet W. from February 57. They're called the Rosebuds. The Rosebuds on the G label. It's called Dearest Darling, parentheses, I'm Still in Love with You. This is for Janet W.
Dearest darling, dearest darling, thought I'd write you. How have you been? I've paid for my sin. Dearest darling, I'm still in love with you. Ooh, how I miss you, long to kiss you. I need your love, you're all I dream of. Dearest darling, I'm still in love with you. I wasn't smart, I broke your heart. Thought it was just a game. I'm wiser now. I've learned somehow I'll never do the same. Dearest darling, please forgive me. Take me back, dear. I need you so near. Dearest darling, I'm still in love with you. Dearest darling, please forgive me. Take me back, dear. I need you so near. Dearest darling, I'm still in love with you.
That's a great girl group sound there from the Rosebuds. The Rosebuds from February 57. It's on George Gollner's G record label. That's by request for Janet, who was in our YouTube chat room. Thank you, Janet, for being here, listening to the Vinyl Treasure Show. Those are the Rosebuds. Dearest darling, parentheses, I'm still in love with you. And they would have another release on George Gollner's Lancer label as the Rosebuds, and also another as the Esquire Girls. That's what Charlene's got here. Have to research that one. Let's stay in 1957. We fill a request for listener Bob Hannes. He wants to send this one out to Frank Chingaro, Mike Sape, and my administrative assistant, Charlene Whiteside. This group, they're from Washington, D.C. This is their first of two on the Mellow label, MEL-O. Both 45s are rare that they do. One is much rarer than the other, by the way. I forget which one. But the tune written by group members Edward Smith, James, and Edward Goldring. Wait, that's all the group, Charlene. The groups get the writer credited on this. This is on the Mellow label, which is out of New York City, but they're from Washington, D.C. December 57, These Are the Gales, by request for Bob Hannes. This is for Mike Sape, Frank Gingaro, and Charlene. It's called Baby Come Home.
Doo-bop dee-dap-dap, doo-bop dee-dee-dee-dap, doo-bop dee-dap-dap, doo-bop dee-dee-dee-dee, doo-bop dee-dap-dap, doo-bop dee-dee-dee-dee, doo-bop dee-dap-dap, doo-bop dee-dap-dap, doo-bop dee-dap-dap, doo-bop dee-dap-dap, doo-bop dee-dap-dap, doo-bop dee-dap-dap. Boom, 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 boom.
Well, baby, come on, baby, come along. Why don't you come on home where you belong? Well, baby, come on, baby, come along, baby. Why don't you come on home where you belong? Well, baby, I love you, baby, I need you, baby. I love you so much, baby, love you so. I never let you go. Come on, baby, come along, baby. Why don't you come on home where you belong? You said, I said, love could be free. I know, you know that we'll love for eternity. Oh, baby, I need your love, baby. My love, baby. Why don't you come on home where you belong? Well, come on, I love you, I never let you go, oh, baby. I'm not lost, baby. I'm at your heart, baby. Now that you come on,
Cool up-tempo tune there by the Gales from December 57, requested by listener Bob Hannes in our YouTube chat. He's sending that one out to Frank Gingaro, Charlene, and Mike Sape. The Gales on the Mellow, MEL-O label with Baby Come Home. Let's continue now. In 1957, I was saddened to hear the passing of lead singer of the Heartbreakers, Paul Himmelstein. He was 83 years old, and actually, this was actually late reporting because Charlene was like, Johnny, I saw the post on YouTube, but it says he passed away February 24th of 2024, so either the family didn't want anybody to know yet, or it was just found out, or it was just brought to everybody's attention. But I remember when I first started collecting, used to hear their songs on the radio all the time, and they were great. Both sides of their 45s are excellent. I didn't have enough time because I have that acapella. The acapella song that they do, there's actually an LP, I think, but I have it on the Fordham label. They do Come Back My Love, which is excellent. I think it was at the Apollo. But I'm going to play their two records. One is easier to find than the other. Their first is the easier one to find. And they did two for the RCA subsidiary Vic Records. This tune written by Shirley Elliston. She would later record as Shirley Ellis, of course, of the Name Game fame. But she wrote a number of songs for a bunch of the rhythm and blues vocal groups. But this one features the late Paul Himmelstein. We played tribute to the late Paul Himmelstein, the lead singer of the Heartbreakers from February 57 on the Vic label. This was their first. It's called 1, 2, I Love You, the Heartbreakers.
I'll give you 10 to say you'll be mine again. 1, 2, I love you, you know I do. I really do. 3, 4, don't close the door to your heart. To your heart, to your heart. 5, 6, I'm gonna fix the whole in our romance. 7, 8, let's get straight. Give me a chance. 9, please be kind. I can't get you out of my mind. 10, I won't say 10. I'll have to start all over again. 1, 2, I love you, you know I do. I really do. 3, 4, don't close the door to your heart. To your heart, to your heart. 5, 6, I'm gonna fix the hole in our romance. 7, 8, let's get straight. Give me a chance. 9, please be kind. I can't get you out of my mind. 10, I won't say 10. I'll have to start all over again. 1, 2, I love you, you know I do. I really do. 3, 4, don't close the door to your heart. To your heart, to your heart. 5, 6, I'm gonna fix the hole in our romance. 7, 8, let's get straight. Give me a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I won't say 10. I won't say 10. I'll start over again.
February 1957 release there for the Heartbreakers, the late Paul Himmelstein on lead. That's on the Vic record label, their debut single, song entitled 1, 2, I Love You. Here's their second record. So that one released in February of 57. Their second release came out in October of 1957. Again, the song written by Shirley Elliston. She wrote this one also for the group. This is a much harder record to find by the group. It's not an easy one to find, especially to get it clean, no less. But let's pay tribute to the late Paul Himmelstein. Here he is on lead with the Heartbreakers from October 57, their second release on the Vic label. It's called My Love.
My love has gone away, gone away, gone away. My love has gone away and left all me behind. I need someone to cheer me up, cheer me up, cheer me up. I need someone to cheer me up before I lose my mind. Now I told her that I loved her,
you go. That's that one there is we pay tribute to the late Paul Himmelstein, lead singer of the Heartbreakers. That's their second record from October '57 on the Vic record label, My Love, as we remember Paul Himmelstein. And we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show in 1957. Here's a request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. He requested the Moonglows. The Moonglows here, let me see. And the lead singer on this side is Prentice Barnes. He was the original bass of the group, and Prentice did lead on only one other side beside this one. I think of the B-side to their debut single on the Champagne label called I've Been Your Dog. But that was the flip side of I Just Can't Tell No Lie. And this is the flip side of Don't Say Goodbye, which I think featured Bobby Lester on lead. But this is a request for Edmund Williams, February '57, The Sound of the Moonglows on the Chess label, Prentice Barnes, the lead singer, and he's doing their rendition of the tune, I'm Afraid the Masquerade is Over. This is for Edmund.
Well, your eyes don't shine like they used to shine, and the thrill is gone when your lips meet mine. Well, I'm afraid, yes, the masquerade is over, and so in love, ooh, and so in love. Well, the words don't mean what they used to mean. They were once inspired, now they're just routine. Well, I'm afraid, yes, the masquerade is over, and so in love, well, and so in love, and so in love.
I guess I'll have to play mariachi and get myself a cloud disguise and learn to laugh like mariachi.
Well, with tears standing in my whip, I said you, yes, you look a lot the same. But my heart says no, 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 you're not the same. But I'm afraid, well, the masquerade is over, and so in love, oh, I'm so in love, and so in love.
I guess I'll have to play mariachi and get myself a clown disguise and learn to laugh like mariachi.
Well, with tears standing in my whip, I said no, yes, you look the same. But my heart said no, 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 you're not the same. But I'm afraid, well, the masquerade is over. Well, and so in love, well, and so in love.
There you go, my request for Edmund Williams there. Those are the Moonglows there. The bass lead, Prentice Barnes, although Bobby Lester does come in there for a little bit, and their rendition of the tune, I'm Afraid the Masquerade is Over. That's from February '57 on the Chess record label. We're still in the year, lots of records to feature here from the year 1957. You Saw Me Change My Needle. Those of you that own this next 45 on the Josie label, they all play horrible with a 45 needle. You got to try your 78 needles. I'm going to play two records, two 45s with a 78 needle tonight. This is the first one, and this is a request for my number one California listener, Matey Campboy. This is on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. Now, on the label, it mentions a musical director, Bill Gordon. I think that is Bill Bass Gordon. And the writer on this tune is Marlene Jenkins. And I think it could be Marlene Mack, who would later record with the Janettes as Marlena Mars. That's what I think. But I said said the last time I played this, I had to apologize because it sounded so horrible, but it plays oh so much better with a 78 needle. This is by request for Mady Campboy in California, December 57. This girl group called the Teenettes on the Josie record label. It's called My Lucky Star. This is for Mady. Your 78 needles when these records play horrible. That one sounds so much better with the 78 needle. I have to tell you that. There you go. That's going out to Mady Campboy in California. December 57, they're called the Teenettes. The Teenettes on the Josie label. My Lucky Star is the name of the tune. Johnny G's your lucky DJ here for a Saturday evening. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not yet done so. And I was a little late. I was like almost 20 minutes late here. I apologize for that. So we're going to be doing some overtime here. But again, if you really have to go, you can always hear on the archive. So I will continue with the requests here. But we are in the year 1957. Now, a couple weeks ago, it was last week that I played a request for Adrian Viterbo, who's in our chat room. He's listening down in Mexico. He requested this group from Springfield, Massachusetts on Ben Smith's extra record label, Rare 45, by the Heart Spinners, called Oh So Much. But that is not on the Times Square reissue side. So, you can't get that one, but you can get this song on the Times Square reissue. So this one, those of you that collect records, probably looking for this record, have it on Times Square, but it's really, really hard on the Ben Smith's extra labels. But Adrian requested the flip side of this 45, written by the lead singer. His name is Earl Colton. Let's go to February 57. Did I say Heartbreakers? I meant Heart Spinners. Heart Spinners. The Heart Spinners on the extra label. This is for Adrian. It's called I've Searched.
Searched and I said I love this world for someone like you, and I hope it comes true. Oh yes, my darling, we'll never part. We met our one idea. We never part. Oh yes, my darling, to the east and to the west, dear. You are the girl I love the best, dear. We never part. Well, darling, I need you, I do. Well, darling, say you want me, and I say I need it
Kitty Leeds here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. They're called the Heart Spinners. The Heart Spinners there with Earl Colton on lead. He had to be, 12 years old, maybe 11 or 12 years old. That's by request for Adrian Viterbo, listening in Mexico. It's also in our YouTube chat room, August 57, on Ben Smith's extra label, I've Searched is the name of the tune. It's hard to find that record, I will tell you that much. As we continue here, we move into 1958 now. This is a request, a flip side request for listener Timothy in our YouTube chat. It was a few weeks ago. I played a request for Frank and Jerry Gingaro from this group. They were by this group from Brooklyn, New York, called the Imperials, a.k.a. Little Anthony and the Imperials. The song was called Two People in the World. Now, Timothy requested the flip side of the 45, which was a big, big hit for George Goldner's N record label. Actually, both sides were played on the radio. Yes, they were. But this side charted number 7 on Cashbox, number 4 on Billboard, and it was a number 1 record on WABY in Albany, New York. Now, the true first press of this came out as just the Imperials, and then later on Little Anthony and the Imperials. It features Anthony Gourdine on lead. Let's go to July of 58 for Timothy. I better not get a copyright strike, Timothy. This is the Imperials on the N label with their classic tune, and they did this on Dick Clark's American Bandstand. The clip is on YouTube if you search for it. This is for Timothy, the Imperials with Tears on My Pillow.
Not so long ago, you broke
could start anew, I wouldn't hesitate. I'd gladly take you back and tempt the hand of fate. Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart caused by love is not a gadget, love is not a toy. When you find the one you love, she'll fill your heart with joy. If we could start anew, I wouldn't hesitate. I'd gladly take you back and tempt the hand of fate. Tears on my pillow, pain in my heart caused by you. Oh, you.
Classics here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and no copyright police, thank goodness. There you go. It's always great to hear that song. It really is. You never get tired of that. July 1958 release there for Little Anthony and the Imperials. This copy just says Imperials. It's a vinyl press, but I played it. It's on George Goldner's N record label for Timothy, Tears on My Pillow. Johnny G here, hopefully not tearing up, although I have to say that Mother's Day always brings a tear to Johnny G's eyes. Got to wish a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there tuned into the program as we continue here. Fill a request for listener Joe Shacatano as we go out to Chicago, Illinois. Now, the lead singer of this group previously sang lead with a group known as the Serenaders that recorded for the Chief record label, and he also co-wrote the tune. His name is Willie Wright, and the group is called the Medallionaires, and this is a by request for listener Joe Shacatano, who is not in our YouTube chat room. He's under the weather, but he is tuned into the program, so we send it out to him. May 1958, the Medallionaires on Mercury. It's called Magic Moonlight. This is for Joe.
Magic moonlight, hear my plea, keep my baby in love with me. Yes, sir. I can make her mine tonight. I'll be so happy. Magic moonlight, I'm so in love. Turn on your magic from up above. Yes, sir. I can make her mine tonight. I'll be so happy. Magic moonlight, magic moonlight, make everything alright. Magic moonlight, hear my plea. I'm so in love with her. Magic moonlight, do this for me. Turn on your magic mystery. Yes, sir. I can
That's a great tune there by request for listener Joe Shacatano. They're called the Medallionaires. The Medallionaires from May 1958 came out on the Mercury record label. Magic Moonlight is the name of the tune. Willie Wright, the lead singer on that. Now, Willie Wright would later become a member of the Von Gales. The Von Gales that recorded for the USA record label. They do a cool tune called The Twirl, and I forget the flip, which is a great ballad on that USA 45. Johnny G here, spinning 45s from the year 1958. Last week, I played a request for listener Chris Reed, this group from Cleveland, Ohio, called the El Palos. We heard the intended A-side of this 45 on Donald Shaw's Neptune record label called Schoolgirl. Let's flip it over. I decided to flip it over here because it sounds so great with a 78 needle. Yes, it is. And this is the flip side here, written by the bass of the group. His name is Robert Manley. Again, this features Robert Chalmers on lead. Let's go to April 58. The El Palos on the Neptune record label. It's called Why Treat Me This Way. The El Palos.
Did I make you cry? No. Have I told a lie? Then I asked you, dear, why treat me this way? Did I cause you pain? Have I brought you shame? Then I asked you, dear, why treat me this way? I fell on my knees, crying, baby, baby, please. I love you so. Please don't ever go. Did I make you cry? Have I told a lie? Then I asked you, dear, why treat me this way?
They're called the El Palos. The El Palos out of Cleveland, Ohio, on Donald Shaw's Neptune labels. Neptune Records out of Newark, New Jersey. April 1958 release. Why Treat Me This Way is the name of the tune with Robert Chalmers on lead. I'm curious if anybody out there that owns this 45 has the promo, if the promo plays nice with the regular needle. And I don't know. I know when Greg went out there to meet, I think Val gave him a lead to go out there to look for that Endeavors 45, which he ended up getting from the owner of the label, plus others. It was a weird setup. He had to go to a special area of town there in Newark that I don't know, and it wasn't cash or whatever how it was, but he ended up getting a bunch of records from the owner, Donald Shaw, owned the Neptune and owned the what was the other label he owned? He owned the Earth label. Okay, that's where he got that Joanne and the Del Rios 45 from him too. But I think he had some promos, but he cracked a couple. Greg told me he cracked some of the records, and they met at a McDonald's. He had to buy him lunch, and then they did the transaction. He had to take him to the bank. And that's how he got a bunch of the records. But I think he said he had a promo of the record, but I don't know. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, we are in the year 1958. Last week I played a request for listener Bill Olb by this group from Clarksburg, West Virginia. We heard the ballad side that Bill requested called Judy. This week, Daryl Letts requested the up-tempo flip side. It's also a girl's name. It's called Marcia. Now, this is on Vivian Carter's Falcon label. I was a subsidiary of VJ Records, and features Chuck Collins on lead, and I think with the revival in the early 1960s, this became available on the Tolly label in 1964. But here's the first press, and you want this on the promo because they play better. They're not as grainy. This is from January 58. They're called The Prodigals. This is for Daryl Letts with Chuck Collins on lead. The song is called Marcia.
Marcia was a teenage love, Marcia was the 8th grade, a high school romance, Marcia was whoa, the coolest of the dance. I miss Marcia's warm embrace, I miss the 8th grade, the touch of her soft face, I miss whoa, the sound of her voice. I still love her, for my love is true, even though it was long, long ago. A love like mine will never end, it will stay with me until the end. Marcia is the 8th grade, still on my mind. Marcia is whoa, there all the time. Marcia is the 8th grade, the girl of my dreams. Whoa, yeah, 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 whoa, yeah, 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 whoa, yeah, 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 yeah. I still love her, for my love is true, even though it was long, long ago. A love like mine will never end, it will stay with me until the end. Marcia is the 8th grade, still on my mind. Marcia is whoa, there all the time. Marcia is the 8th grade, the girl of my dreams. Whoa, yeah, 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 whoa, yeah, 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 whoa, yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, yeah, 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 whoa, yeah, 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 whoa, yeah, 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 yeah.
There you go. That's the intended A side there. Those are the prodigals there. That's Chuck Collins on lead. That's by request for listener Daryl Letts in our YouTube chat room, January 58. Marcia on the Falcon record label. Let's continue here as we welcome in Oldies and More Radio here. How appropriate that we do that at 12 midnight with a song that's about 12 midnight. And it's a request for UK listener Indrajit Advani, and he wants to send this one out to the whole chat room, and I didn't plan it this way. What are the chances of me playing this record at the specific time? It is not. And this group originally from Washington, D.C. Now, the bass singer of the Heartbeats, Wally Roker, introduced them to label owner George Goldner, and he signed them to his End record label. They'd had 3 releases on the End label. This was their debut single, written by then 17-year-old singer Van Allen McCoy, a.k.a. Van McCoy. This is from August 58, requested by UK listener Indrajit Advani, going out to everyone in the chat room. The Starlighters on the N label. The song is called It's 12 O'Clock, and it is just a few minutes past.
It's 12 o'clock. The party is over. It's time to say good night, sleep tight. It's 12 o'clock. There will be a part. You'll stay right here, so very dear, here in my heart. Before I go to bed, I'll say a silent prayer that day by day I'm on my way closer to you. It's 12 o'clock. There will be a part. You'll stay right here, so very dear, even my heart.
Yeah, those are the Starlighters. What do I say here? As Johnny G loses his place. There you go, the Starlighters there. Van McCoy on lead, August 1958. That's the debut single for the Starlighters on the N record label. It's 12 o'clock by request for UK listener Indrajit Advani, going out to all of you in the chat room. Of course, Van would go on to have a very successful career singing, writing, and producing. Remember buying in 1975, I bought a 45 called The Hustle. And it was unfortunate that he died on July 6th of 1979 at the young age of 39 from a heart attack. But he did so much for the 50s and the 1960s and the 70s music as he did. There you go. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. This gal was a member of the Hearts, and she also sang lead on the first J-Net's release in 1958 on the J&S record label, but she went solo in 1957 on Zell Sanders' J&S label. Then in August of 58, she signed with Donald Shaw's Neptune label, which we just heard a few records ago out of Newark, New Jersey. She had 7 releases on the Neptune label. This is her third, and this is a request for Steve in Arizona. I think the Plants are backing her up on this, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not, but it's from August of 59. We move into 1959. Let's give a listen to Baby Washington. Baby Washington on the Neptune label for Steve in Arizona. It's called Work Out.
He told me violets were blue. I said he
That's going out to Steve in Arizona, the sound of Baby Washington on the Neptune record label. That's her third release on Neptune from August 59. It's called Work Out. The flip side's a great ballad. It's called Let's Love in the Moonlight that I really like. But anyway, let's continue here in 1959. Up next, a request for listener Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat from this group originally from Steubenville, Ohio. They first recorded as the Buckeyes for Sid Nathan's Deluxe record label. Then they would change their name after 2 releases to the Stereos. And here's one they did on the Gibraltar label, which is out of East Orange, New Jersey. And with this tune written by Otis Blackwell, it features Bruce Robinson on lead. This charted number 17 on WTIX. If you were listening in New Orleans, Louisiana, we go to July 59 for the Stereos. It's on Gibraltar. This is for Daniel. It's called A Love for Only You. The Stereos.
Please take this heart of mine before it starts to cry. It holds a love that's true. A love for only you. Don't turn your back on me. Please hear this humble plea. Happiness can only come through a love for only you. I spend the whole night through dreaming of only you, praying that you will see just what you're doing to me. Too long my lips were sealed. Now, dear, I must reveal. I'd give my whole life to a love for only you. A love for only you. A love for only you.
Nice tune there by the Stereos there with Bill Robinson on lead. It's on the Gibraltar record label out of East Orange, New Jersey, July 1959. The Stereos with A Love for Only You. That's for Daniel Kubacki. Let's stay in 1959 with a flip side request for Australian listener Mark Langdale. Now, last week he requested the Deltones on the Rowan record label with a song called Best Wishes. This week, Mark requested the flip side. It is a rare record out of California. This tune written by Leo Pegas. I wonder if he owned the Pegas label. If that was the case, maybe he did. This is from March 59. We flip over Best Wishes by the Deltones on Rowan Records. You get this tune. It's called Walkin' Out the Back Door. This is for Mark Langdale in Australia.
I'm walking off the back door with you on my mind. I'm walking off the back door with you on my mind. Way up at dawn,
gotta cry sometimes. I'm walking out the back door with you on my mind. I'm walking out the back door with you on my mind. Hey up a darling, I gotta cry sometimes. My head is spinning round and round. My head is spinning round and round. I need your love, don't let me down. My heart is beating down and down. Ooh, heart is beating down and down. Feel like a king was lost and strong.
That was Chuck? Wasn't that done by the Midnighters? I think didn't the Midnighters do a song called "Walking Out the Back Door"? I thought one time you requested that. Possibly Chuck Mitchell. March 1959, the Deltones there by request for Australian listener Mark Langdale. The Deltones on Rowan, "Walking Out the Back Door" is the name of the tune. As I go out the front door. No, well, yeah, and I go out the back door too anyway. But Johnny G here on a Saturday. Hope you're digging on the cool tunes. If you're new to the program, just finding out about the Vinyl Treasure Show, why don't you consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and click that bell, click the drop down, get all notifications. You have to be signed into YouTube though. You have to create an account. You can even make it up. You can be anybody, but you got to do that in order to comment and to leave remarks, etc. But you can also email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. So I could, if you have a request, you can send it to me, either 60s soul music for the Wednesday night show, which is from 9 to 12. Also broadcasting simultaneously on Oldies and More Radio, which we are also broadcasting on right now. And again, I'll be back on Tuesday. How about Thursday, Johnny? Thursday afternoon at 1 p.m. for more 78s. I found an old box of 78s over there that I may be playing on Thursday. So stay tuned for that. Then we'll be back here next Saturday. Get your requests in early. I have to look for some more, which I will feature for you when I find them. But let's continue here with a flipside request from last week for Darrell Letts, but I played for Gordy Freeman, a group known as the Earthquakes, on Devorah Brown's legendary... Wait a minute. I'm sorry, that's not right. We're not there yet. Let's backtrack. Let's fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo. This group from Stamford, Connecticut, they first recorded for the Champ label back in 1959. This is their second overall release. Came out on Harold J. Sullivan's Rhapsody record label. It features Frankie Palmer on lead. Let's go to late 1959. This is for Adrian listening in Mexico. The Cineramas on Rhapsody Records. It's called Crying for You. This is for Adrian.
I need you, darling.
Late 1959 release there for the Cineramas. The Cineramas on the Rhapsody record label, and that featured Francis Palmer on lead. It actually mentions it on the label. That's for a listener, Adrian Viterbo, listening in Mexico. He's in our YouTube chat room. The Cineramas with Crying for You. Now, Wayne Sterling would secure the rights to that song and put it out on his Candlelight record label. So if you don't have the original 45, you can get it on the Candlelight label. As we continue here in 1959, now we flip over a request from last week by Gordy Freeman by a group called the Earthquakes on Devorah Brown's Fortune record label. The side we played last week was called Darling Be Mine. Now, listener Darrell Letts requested the flip side. It again features Armin Abney on lead. This is from November 1959. The Earthquakes on the Fortune label by request for Darrell Letts. It's called Bashful Guy.
Boom, 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 boom.
Bashful guy, can't say the things that I feel down inside. Don't say a word whenever you pass by. I'm just a bashful guy.
Boom, 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 boom.
Bashful guy, you know I've loved you for a long, long time. Oh, how I yearn to make you mine. But I'm a bashful guy. I'd like to tell you how loved you are, that your eyes twinkle like a shining star. I'd like to tell you that I love you so, but how could you know until one day saw another feeling start to walk your way? I knew I'd lose you if I stayed a bashful guy. And so I told you how loved you are, that your eyes twinkle like a shining star. And so I told you you're meant for me, and our love will last for eternity. So you bashful guys, don't keep your heart hidden deep down inside. Tell her you love her with all of your might. Don't be a bashful guy.
Yeah, that chatter at the end of the record there, they would do that often. Really, there you go. That's for Darrell Letts, the sound of the Earthquakes from November 1969, which at their first of three, I think, on the Fortune record label. Bashful Guy is the name of the tune. Armin Abney on lead. I told Barbara when I met her back in 2010 that I was a bashful guy. Not anymore, but I was at one point. Now, Armin Abney, he would also record as Orlando King with a release on the Fortune record label. We are in Vinyl Treasure Overtime, and we move into the year 1960 with this request for listener Ronnie Sherman. This group from San Bernardino, California, first recorded as the Pentagons. They had releases on Fleet International and Donna and Jamie Records, etc. But on this 45, they were known as the Shields. And this record produced by a West Coast record mogul, George Mottola, who also wrote the tune. And this is Mottola's record label. It was called Transcontinental Records out of Hollywood, California. It features Joe Jones, I think Joe Jones Jr. he was known as. This is from April of 1960. These are the Shields. The Shields, I have it on Transcontinental. It came out later on the Falcon label, a West Coast Falcon label, a gold label, which I do have also. But these are the Shields on Transcontinental for Ronnie Sherman. It's called You'll Be Coming Home Soon for Ronnie.
Wish on a star way up in the sky, wishing, oh how I'm wishing you'll be coming home soon. Alone in my room, gazing at the moon, wishing that you would call and say you'll be coming home soon. I go to the chapel and pray for your safe return. Each night I light a candle. My love will forever burn. I'm watching the clock that hangs on the wall, wishing that time will change your mind and you'll be coming home soon. La, 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 la. Oh, oh, la, la. Riva, 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 la. Come on, come on.
That's going out to Ronnie Sherman. That's the sound of the Shields, a.k.a. the Pentagons. That's with Joe Jones on lead. April 1960, featured it on the Transcontinental label. You'll Be Coming Home Soon is the name of that tune. Let's continue here in the year 1960, and we fill a request here for listener Mike Sape in Connecticut. He wants to send this one out to Indrajit Advani, UK listeners, Indrajit Advani, Tony Crosby, and all the UK listeners, where I don't know where they've gone. But this group, we go back to Cleveland, Ohio, which is odd that this came out on a Philly label, but this group is from Cleveland, Ohio. The label's called Patty Joe. The song was written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Claude Robinson. Now, this is the same Claude Robinson that recorded for the local studio label, which was, I think, also out of Cleveland, Ohio, and earlier in the year. But this is from July 1960. They're called The Creations. I normally play the ballad side, but this is the up-tempo side. It's on the Patty Joe label by request from Mike Sape, going out to the UK listeners, Tony C. and Indrajit. It's called 17.
To graduate, she's a queen. 17.
queen. Wear boxing clothes and nylon hose, a new hairdo and high heel shoes. She'll walk away like a beauty queen. She wants a big Cadillac, a long limousine, with the rhythm and blues. Picked up the high heel shoes, yeah, she'll be all brand new. From now on, she's playing it cool. She's a queen, 17. She's a queen, my queen. Took away the rhythm and blues. Picked up the high heel shoes. Yeah, she'll be all brand new. From now on, she's playing it cool. She's a queen, 17. She's a queen, my queen. She said,
That's from July 1960. They're called The Creations. The Creations on the Patty Joe record label. That's the jump side called 17 by request for Mike Sape in Connecticut, going out to Tony Crosby, Indrajit Advani, and the UK listeners. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, one more 45 out of 1960. We go back to the legendary Devorah Brown's Fortune record label. With a request for listener Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room, as this group is known as the $5. This tune written by the bass of the group. His name is Charles Evans. It features Eddie Hurt on lead. I think this was their last single on the Fortune record label. This is from 1960, the $5 on Fortune Records. It's called That's the Way It Goes. This is for Gordy.
I'll never understand why do I feel the way that I do. Why did I have to fall for you? But that's the way it goes. I know you feel the same. I can tell when I call your name, and you can't hide that you're away. But that's the way it goes. At first, I didn't like you, and you didn't like me. So take a look at us now. We're so full of love, we don't know what to do. I'll never understand. Why do I feel the way that I do? Why did I have to fall for you? But that's the way it goes.
Sounds of 1960 here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for listener Gordy Freeman in our chat room. The $5. That's Eddie Hurt on lead. The $5 on the Fortune label. That's the way it goes. I remember I think I bought that from Dallas Ellis, I think, on one of the set sale lists. It was either Dallas Ellis or it was either John Tefteller, one of the two. As I still have all my receipts. Johnny G didn't throw out the receipts. I did not. But let's continue here. We move into 1961 with a group from Glen Cove, Long Island. This is a request for listener Paul Michel. This group, I guess we can say they were discovered by Slim Rose. He was the owner of Times Square Records. Now, Slim leased some masters to Atco Records, and they put out the 45. And it's a great two-sided 45. The other side of this is called I've Got a Feeling. But Paul Michel requested the flip. It features a Roger LaRue on lead. This charted number 106 on the Billboard Bubbling Under chart, a number 29 record on KTSA. If you are listening in San Antonio, Texas, from June 1961, let's give a listen to the Time Tones. The Time Tones on the Atco label. This is going out to listener Paul Michel. It's called Pretty, Pretty Girl, parentheses, The New Beat. That's a great sound of the Time Tones. I remember hearing that on New York radio back in the 1970s. There you go, by request for listener Paul Michel. June 61, the Time Tones on the Atco label. That's Roger LaRue on lead. Pretty, Pretty Girl, parentheses, The Night Beat is the name of the tune. Let's move into 1962 as we head to Syracuse, New York to fill a request for listener Tom Shaughnessy, tuned into the program tonight. This is on David Ransom's Ransom record label. Now, the flip side of, this side is also released on the Hammer label. Now, I had that record in my hand, but I put it back They probably should have taken it in retrospect, but anyway, I did not. But I still so it's still on the want list, the Hammer release, because Tommy requested that song first, "Married in June," which I don't have, but I do have the flip side of that, which came out on this Ransom record label. It was released in November of '62. This group is called the Bellarks. And the lead singer on this, her name is Rosalind Allen. She's on lead, and she co-wrote this song, and it was produced by the label owner, David Ramson. Let's go to November of '62, give a listen to the Bellarks, and so send it out to Tom Shaughnessy. The Bellarks on the Ransom label. It's called "1,000,001 Dreams" for Tom Shaughnessy.
I've got 1,000,001 dreams I wish would come true.
I've got 1,000,001 dreams wish would come true.
I've got 1,000,001 dreams, and they're all for you.
I've got stardust in my pockets, moonbeams at my feet.
A handful of hope, and that's what I need. Yes, I've got 1,000,001 dreams for you.
I'll climb the highest mountain. I'll swim the deepest sea.
Only if I knew that you would be waiting on the other side for me. I've got
Stardust in my pocket, moonbeams at my feet.
a handful of hope, and that's what I need. Yes, I've got 1,000,001 dreams for you.
I've got 1,000,001 dreams. I've got stardust in my pocket. I've got 1,000,001 dreams.
As going out to Tom Shaughnessy there, the sound of the Bellarks. Featured it on the Ransom record label. That's Rosalind Allen. She's on lead, November '62. 1,000,001 Dreams is the name of the tune. It's on the Ramson label. That's for Tom Shaughnessy as we continue here. And we are in the year 1962. Here's a group from San Antonio, Texas. This is a request for listener Mady Campboy. They have a ton of releases on Manny Guerrera's Sunglow record label, as this was first released on Sunglow in 1961. It would be picked up by OK Records, and they put it out in January of '62. It features Sonny Ozuna, I think that's how you say it, Sonny Ozuna on lead. This charted number 9 on KTSA in San Antonio, Texas. This is by request for Mady Campboy, January '62 on the OK label, Sonny and the Sunglows. The song is called Golly Gee. This is for Mady.
Golly gee, I'm falling in love. Look at me, what else could it be? better try. Instead of making me cry, golly gee, love is a mystery. I'm so blue, guess I'll always love you. I know that you didn't care. Your love you would not share. Why won't you give it a try? Instead of making me cry, golly gee, love is a mystery. I'm so blue, guess I'll always love you.
That's a by request from Matey Campboy. As the Copyright Police come out, they came out for a few seconds on that Baby Washington, but they're out on this record. Yes, they are. They're out on this Sunny and the Sunglows. Sonny Ozuna on lead, January 62, by request from Matey Campboy. Golly gee, the Copyright Police are chasing me. There you go. That's on the OK record label. Let's move into 1963 with a special request for Nat Papagallo. He wants to send this one out to his wife B. Charlene, is it the 10th? Was it on the 10th? I think that his wife B was celebrated a birthday on May 10th, and he wanted to send this song out to her. This group from Brooklyn, New York, we played them last week, a request for Paul Michel called Walking in the Rain, on the Cape record label. And this one is also on the Cape record label, out of Brooklyn, New York. And this is their second of 4 on the label. And this features Robert, well, let me see here. You got Robert Burton on lead here. So what is Fred Cap? Oh, he was the owner. Okay. This features Robert Burton on lead. This is by request for Nat Papagallo, sending it out to his wife B. Belated birthday wishes to B. Happy birthday, May 63. The Cat Ties on Cape with their song called Happy Birthday B.
Happy birthday to you, and may all happy birthday to you. Blow
Oh, the love of styrene 45s. There you go. That's by request for Nat Papagallo, sending it out to his wife, B. Belated birthday, May 11th, Charlene, not the 10th. The 11th. There you go, May 1963. Those are the Cacti's. Robert Burton on lead. On the Cape record label, Happy Birthday is the name of the tune. I remember hearing the flip side too, Girl in My Heart. That used to play on WCBS FM quite a bit. And we got 4 records to go before we sign off here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We fill a request for listener Timothy. He was in our YouTube chat room. And this group from Fresno, California, and they're called Jay and the Deltas. And we move into we are in 1963 now. Jay is really Jay Waller, and he wrote this tune. And wait a minute, wrote this tune, and he was somebody else. Charlene, Jay Waller was somebody else, and I can't remember who it was. But anyways, from November 63, Jay and the Deltas by request for Timothy on the Warner Brothers record label. It's called Bells Are Ringing. This is for Timothy.
Ding 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 dong. Ding 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 dong. Ding 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 dong. Ding ding dong. The bells are ringing for you and me. The birds are singing. Oh, can't you see? It's their way of trying to let you know, oh my darling, that I love you so. My heart is singing for only you. Angels are bringing a love that's true. If you love me, darling, please let me know, and I will never, ever let you go. The bells are ringing, I love you so. The birds are singing, never let you go. The bells are ringing in my heart, 'cause we'll never part. The bells are ringing for you and me. The birds are singing. Oh, can't you see? It's their way of trying to let you know, oh my darling, that I love you so. The bells are ringing, I love you so. The birds are singing, never let you go. The bells are ringing in my heart, 'cause we'll never part. My heart is singing for only you. Angels are bringing a love that's true. If you love me, darling, please let me know, and I will never, ever let you go. Ding 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 dong. Ding 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 dong. Ding 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 dong. Ding 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 dong. Ding 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 dong.
That's a by request for Timothy, November 63, Jay and the Deltas. It's on the Warner Brothers record label. It's called Bells Are Ringing is the name of the tune. Let's move into 1964 for this group from, it's Admore, Pennsylvania, I think. And this, was it this song? I don't know if it was this song, but I can't say the group over the air. I only showed you the picture. Because I think it was Joe Picarero got thrown off WHBI for announcing this group over the air. They just cut him off. I was listening to that. I was in high school at the time. Well, this record, it's not 60. it might have been recorded in 64. It didn't come out in 64, Charlene. This record came out sometime in the 1970s because it was put out by Val Shively. Kind of joking around, he made it look like a chance label. But the group really is the Litations. Okay, they began recording a cappella back in 64. This is like 70-something. This is like the early to mid-70s, this release, Charlene. Should be in Ferdy Gonzalez's. Should have it. I'm just going to say they're called the 5S's, and I'll show you the label again, but I'm not going to say it. I don't want to. I don't need the copyright police coming after me or somebody complaining. But 1973. There she goes. She says it was recorded in 64, but released in 73. There you go. I didn't see that down there. It features Jack Strong on lead. Is that the Jack Strong that posts all records on YouTube? That can't be. But anyway, we'll send this one out to Big Dave Swinger. The 5S's, a.k.a. the Litations, on the Chance record label. It's called Stormy Weather.
Drip drop, drippity drop, 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 drip drop, drippity drop.
Are the stars out tonight?
No, we're not.
No, baby, it's moon shining bright.
No, it's not.
The stormy weather. Stormy weather in my heart.
Drip drop, drippity drop, drip drop, drippity drop.
My heart broke in two.
Yes, it did.
Oh, baby, when you said we were through.
We were through.
And now there's nothing but stormy weather. Stormy weather in my heart. Oh, I will tell the stars above that you were my only love. You know you were my one and only flame. Now all my heart does is burn till the day that you return. But I know the weather will never change. Why? Tell me why.
Tell me why. Dip, dip, dip,
Do lovers say goodbye?
say goodbye. Dip, dip, dip.
And why is stormy weather? Stormy weather in my heart.
Drip drop, drippity drop, 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 drip drop, drippity drop.
As Johnny G gets caught here with all these nasty words here on these records here. There's probably another record that I can't play on the air too, but I can play that on the air. I just can't say it. I don't want to say it, even though this is an adult show. It is. I tell YouTube that it is an adult show. But that one there, recorded 1964, released in 1973. The five hits. We'll say the 5 hits, but put an S in front of it. That sounds better. There you go, as I crack up here. And their tune called Stormy Weather, Jack Strong on lead. That's on Val Shively's Chance record label. I think they had another release in 74 on the Lost Cause label. I think that's... I think I have that in my collection somewhere. I got to show you the picture on that label. But anyway, 2 more 45s to go before we sign off here. Let's go to Brooklyn now, as Nat Papagallo wanted to send out 2 birthday songs to his wife, B. And she was celebrating on the 10th. As I'm looking at my clock here on my PC, it says the 12th. But... this group called The Shells on Hiram Johnson's Johnson record label. This was their 9th of 11 on the label. This is from January 63. The Shells on Johnson, by request for Nat Papagallo, sending it out to B. Papagallo on her birthday. Belated birthday wishes to you, B. The Shells with A Toast to Your Birthday.
Happy birthday. Here's to you. A toast to your birthday, baby. Darling, blow out the candles. We can have true. A toast to your birthday. I'm hoping, queen of my heart, that we'll never, never part. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday, baby. It's my gift to you. A love so warm and darling, and a love just made for today. Just to you. A toast to your birthday, baby. I'm hoping, queen of my heart, that we'll never, never part. Happy birthday, baby. Never, never part. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday, baby.
There you go. A special request there for Nat Papagallo in Naples, Florida. Sending it out to his wife, B. Belated birthday wishes, B, to you. Those are the Shells from, what year did I say there? January 1963. A Toast to Your Birthday came out on the Johnson record label. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s out of my collection. If you want to get in touch with me, you can send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact email for your requests, either for Wednesday's show, that's the Soul Show, on streaming live on Oldies and More Radio, also live with the visual on YouTube. Then on Thursday, I think I'll switch back. Well, we're going to go to the 78s. It's just a tremendous response for the 78s. I'll play them by year. Let's see if I find some mid-40s things here. But I'll have some surprises for you on the 78 show. And then we'll be back next Saturday night again at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for more of your requests here on the 50s and early 60s edition of the program. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight, and I had a great time. I just was late. I apologize for being that, but I got home a little late yesterday, and I was too tired to pull the 45s out, so I thought I would be able to get it all done today, but evidently it didn't work out as well as I wanted. Plus, I'm dealing with a difficult situation here. Some days are better than others, but that's the way it goes. So thank you again for all being here. I want to wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day, especially my mom, who was tuned into the program. She wrote down all the songs of her favorite. I should give her a copy of the script that I write, because then she wouldn't have to write them down. But she says, Johnny, I can't sometimes see. Sometimes the webcam's a little blurry. Some labels come in really good, the dark labels, but it's this webcam. They're supposed to get better with technology. Instead, I think they get worse sometimes. But hey, that's the way it goes, folks. So thank you, Charlene. Again, you did an excellent job helping me tonight and today with the show. But we're going to close the show tonight with a record that had no chance of making it in 1965, and it's a request for listener Tom Shaughnessy, who was tuned into the program. This group from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's on Robert Schachner's Scotty label, and came out in 1965. The lead singer on this is Richard Marshall. It says that on the label. The group is called The Exciting Avantis, Avantis. Came out in 65 on the Scotty label. Leonard likes the little doggy on the label. And the song is called My Plea. That's going to do it, folks. Once again, thank you all for being here. If you missed any of the program, it'll be on momentarily on YouTube. I haven't posted. I only posted the gospel show. And if anybody missed that gospel show, please check it out. I had Bill Obden, studio guest, here on Thursday afternoon. Very successful gospel show, and thank you all for that support. And thank you all for your support here for the program. It's so much appreciated again. Everybody stay safe, stay well. Happy Mother's Day. Day to all the mothers out there. I will see you here next Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. This is for Tom Shaughnessy.